We're going on a full tilt cleanup of this Lincoln Town Car. It's 92. And as you can see, this door panel has issues. It's a little scuzzy. It's been a little bit neglected. Some seats staining one day. I left the sunroof open, and so there's some water stains. There's paint on the steering wheel. Lots of issues here and there. I guess this is the before video of the interior. And we'll probably take a couple more videos as we go along. The interior is actually in pretty good shape for being a 92. It's just a little bit neglected. Those wires are not long enough to reach inside the door panel because of the way I tied them up and put them together with those connectors instead of straight connectors. And when you do that, it really shortens the wire. As you can see, this dashboard has issues that need to be taken care of right now and protected from sun damage. It's got more paint there. So here we go. We're starting with the dash. remember what that steering wheel looked like. It's come a long way. It's not done. I'm a painter, and no matter how hard you try to be careful when you're a painter, paint gets everywhere. It can be a little difficult to take off. You have to kind of pick it off and then try to find a really strong surface cleaner. Stuff that actually works. Spick and span works okay. Yeah, there are stronger ones though. You have to be careful because you don't want to scratch stuff up, you know. This vinyl and leather, most of this interior is leather. And it's very sensitive, so you have to be very careful. And basically, you're just... Of course, there's probably not a whole lot of painters out there with this issue, but you just kind of have to... Kind of like a surgeon, man, just a tiny speck at a time. Come back and spray spick and span or whatever you're using on, and just like really rub it, man. And then when you got it to your liking and every little speck is off, you just kind of armor all it and try to stop getting paint on it. Yeah. Yeah, 'cause it's dirty under there. You might want to grease up the door hinges and the latches where it latches on. WD-40 or any commercial grade grease or lube will do it. That white lithium stuff works real good on it. You'd be surprised how dirty a car gets just sitting. You don't have to drive it, just let it sit. And you can even have the windows up and everything else and it'll still get cruddy. Where the hell it all comes from. I don't know if you can see all these little white dots here. It's paint. Paint. Like I said, when you're a painter, paint gets everywhere. It's every one of those little specks we have to pop off. And then we'll clean it up again and armor all again until when somebody opens this door, they're gonna be like, holy moly, this car is brand new. It's actually very old. What is it, 25 years old? This car is in immaculate condition. Any better? This thing up under here is rubber, and these things tend to dry rot. So take your vacuum extension and vacuum up under there, and then soak that thing with Armor All. Here got most of those little tiny specks of paint off. I'm going to come back one last time before I sell this car and just give it one last final great detail. And there's any rubber here, really Armor All the heck out of it, and wire I didn't do all the vinyl too. We're looking good here, man. This is the back dash platform behind the seat, and like I said, the car's been sitting for a while, and bugs get in here and they die, and and they leave their stuff. So we're gonna take care of all that. On this small back window here, if you look down here, you can see what happens when you leave Windex or any kind of window cleaner wet on there without cleaning it up. This is what it does, it dries it out. And we don't want that. So we're going to wind up putting fabric softener on there. And hopefully it'll get it back to like a new condition. But it's just a reminder, if you're using that stuff, don't let it sit right there. Especially because it's dirty and you can see the dirt spots here. It's not just kind of rotted. You have dirt with the rot, and it's just kind of, it's not cool. And a couple places on this car, like the driver's side, right by the steering wheel in that corner down there, that's the same way. And it's probably on the other corner too over there. So just so you know, it can be fixed, it can be straightened out, I think. But you don't want to do it. So don't just let wet Windex sit on that windowsill there. Okay? Alright. Put the stuff on the paper towel, then wipe it. I'll just spray it back here because it's going to dry rot your carpet back here. Yeah, on the last part of the video I said we were done after this back seat, but that's not true. There's a few carpet stains here. You can probably see that one. And that one. And a couple more. That one right there is a burn. That can be fixed, and I'm going to show you how to do that in the final detailed video. It's coming up way on down the line right before I sell the car. There's another one here. Those are cigarette ash burn holes. And I forgot to mention the back of the seat. I just forgot about it. Don't forget to vacuum in this pouch right here. It's a good place to keep your valuable papers and stuff if you don't have any passengers ever. But we're getting there. Almost done this side. Now we got to do all this over again on the other side of the back, and then we got to do the whole front too. But like I said, it is worth it. Take a weekend and do it right, man. Alright. We have two different kinds of stain remover. They're both for laundry, not for carpet. I want to see which one works the better. And this one's kind of scary because he says if no decoloration occurs, continue use. Decoloration occurs, I'm suing your asses. I'll send my Mexican gang to come get you. It looks wonderful. And they said if that doesn't happen, the decoloration, go ahead and squirt liberally on any stains. And let sit for 1 minute and then rub the fabric together. Of course, we can't rub the fabric together because it's carpet, it's not fabric. Comprende? So we'll let it sit for 1 minute and start scrubbing that. Sit here, drink my beer, armor all this back of the seat, do the outside of the windows, and this time we really all done this side because we rock, man. That stuff works totally awesome. It really does. What I recommend is it's going to take a little elbow grease. Do what they say and let it sit for a minute. And then really scrub the hell out of it. Then take a wet dry vac and vacuum any leftover. Again, you don't want it sitting on there. You want to get it all up and all out. And I'm going to give them a plug. It works on car interior carpet. And it's totally awesome. And what do you know? Their name is LA's Totally Awesome Laundry Pre-Wash. It works for carpet stains, folks, but give it some elbow grease and some vacuum it up when you're sure the stain is lifted. Okay, we're good. Bye bye. The last part of the interior videos is right where it all started, at the driver's side in the front. Yeah. We've got a little more work to do here. I'm sort of taking my time on this because if you don't, it can kind of be overwhelming because we're detailing it, so we're cleaning everything. And stuff like this, paint, it's got to be chipped off a speck at a time without damaging the actual panel. The dash is kind of dusty. What really bothers me about this car is they put this like fake silver stuff on, and the stuff chips off. It's like it's nothing. I guess it's some kind of cheap paint or something. But it's everywhere. They did it. They went nuts on it to make it look fancy. But once it bakes in the sun a couple times, this is what you get. And then it just looks horribly tacky. This plate here is going to be replaced. It got all dented up and beat up. All their switches work great now. The other plate on the other side too. That's going to be replaced. It's just a lot of cleanup, and unfortunately, I'm pretty much almost out of Totally Awesome, LA's Totally Awesome Laundry Spot Remover, which would take that right up. But I'm going to try some other stuff and get some more of that, that's for sure. I used a lot of it. It worked so well that it was like amazed at how well it worked. So I just kind of went nuts with it. That's it, man. Once this side of the car is done, this interior is what you would call pre-detailed. And we're going to give it the old one last major detail on all of it. And then we're going to call the interior ready to go now. Ready to be sold. I had to cover my beer. Yeah, I'm going to have to start being careful with the advertising here because this company is not paying me yet. And when they start paying me, I'll be happy to take that gizmo off of there and show everybody how much fun it is to drink their beer. But if any of you guys at any other beer company wants me to drink their beer, well, you know how to find me, man. I haven't gotten around to replacing this visor. I found a great junkyard, and it has like 6 of these Lincoln Town cars in it. And yeah, I was like a kid in a candy store. And I just started ripping parts out of there, you know. And but I'm gonna go back for some more, and that visor is probably gonna be one thing I get. These puppies. I wish I could find one where this chrome crap isn't chipping off. But they're all the same way. So, I don't know, I could get real crazy and just scrape all this off. I could repaint it, I could re-silver coat it, I could do a lot of things. I don't know if I want to take it that far. These things I need 3 or 4 of them. These little plastic covers. But we're out here again, and we're working on this, and we're gonna keep on keeping on.